Welcome to another episode. Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. All right, we got to go with today, y'all. I said we got a good one today, y'all. We are chopping it up. We are going to have a great old time this evening as we talk about this blowout victory of the South Carolina women's basketball team, the three-time national champions, beating up on Mississippi State. It was something else. It was special. It was terrific. It was every acronym, every metaphor, every syllable, synonym, all those things in this basketball game. I am overjoyed with this outcome. I am overjoyed. This was special. This was special in a lot of ways because you beat a very good basketball team in Mississippi State. Make no mistake about it. Mississippi State is a good basketball team. They are projected to go to the NCAA tournament and be a number 8 overall seed. They can ball. They're one of the best rebounding basketball teams in the conference and in the country. And they got stomped by the South Carolina women's basketball team. Follow your man on Instagram at Captain Will the OG. Follow me on Twitter at Gamecocks Talk. Follow me on, of course, YouTube. Come on now. Follow me on YouTube at Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. Y'all already know what time it is. It is shot o'clock. It's time to turn up. It's time to celebrate this big victory in every way possible. Another SEC win. Another huge, outing at home, continuing the streak of non-conference of non-ranked teams, unranked teams. Now it's 98 in a row. South Carolina has beat up on. Cheers, y'all. Whatever your drink of choice tonight. And I'm also doing a celebration, doing a shot of my youngest daughter, doing much, much better. Was in the hospital, doing so much better. So cheers to Chantel, doing so much better, and just life is happening. Life is great, and I'm just so happy and overjoyed. So cheers to the South Carolina women's basketball team, and cheers to my baby for doing well. So let's go. And it's pretty straightforward today. It's some Chardonnay, California Chardonnay. So that's what we're doing tonight. Let's talk about this basketball game. Let's talk about how we dominated from beginning to end. 21 points in the first quarter, 17 points in the second quarter, 30 points. We've been watching this for a long time, family. So when was the last time South Carolina women's basketball team in conference play had 30 points and the opponent had 6 points in a quarter? Outscored an opponent by 24 points. That was the third quarter in this basketball game. And what's ironic about that happening in the third quarter? Ironic about that happening is we noticed that Tessa wasn't in the lineup starting the third quarter. We noticed that she was on the exercise bank. We also noticed that she had some type of wrap or some type of ice or something on her, like maybe her ribs or something. Not really sure. And then we like, Cap, what happened with that? Y'all remember that play where basically our two girls set a pick on each other and they ran into each other? And I think that's when Tessa got injured. I really do. I think that's when Tessa got injured. So she didn't play at all that third quarter. at all. And we scored 30 points in that third quarter. They scored 6. We shot 71% from the field. They shot 14. We shot 33% from 3. They shot 0%, was 0 for 8. We shot 9 for 9 from the free throw line. They were 2 for 3. This was a domination of huge proportions. You had, in that third quarter, Joyce had 6 points. Madina had 6 points. Ayla had 3 points. Raven had 4 points. Maddy had 4 points. Adhel had 4 points. Alicia had 3 points. Just so many points that was thrown out there and given. And it was so great to see. And shout out to the girls for playing, tough nose basketball in that third quarter. And just so happy. It was just awesome, man. And that was the game. Well, I mean, you outscored Mississippi State every quarter, but that's why we won by 43 points that third quarter. And most of the time, South Carolina comes out and balls out in the third quarter. And this was just a straight up whooping. Just straight up whooping. Just feels so good. And I'll be real with you. I thought that Mississippi State were going to play much better. They were not playing good basketball tonight. South Carolina put it on them. Mississippi State shot 28% from the field. Carolina shot 55%. Mississippi State shot 13% from 3. We shot 43%. Mississippi State shot 71% from free throw line. We shot 93%. Oh my God. This is like the 4th, 5th straight game where we shot about 90+% from the free throw line. A basketball team who is not playing well from the free throw line has been straight up balling at the line. It's so much fun to see. We are rebounding a basketball team that can rebound very well by 10. Oh my gosh. We have 14 turnovers. That's around the norm. We're averaging about 13 turnovers now. About 14 turnovers. We have 4 blocks, 11 steals, 23 assists. Come on. 23 assists. 23 assists at 14 turnovers. That is special, y'all. That is special. That is that's why we are top 15 in terms of assist to turnover ratio. That is so good. And Mississippi State's offense was hella bad tonight. 19 turnovers on 5 assists, 28%. Our girls tonight was special. And I guess I can let's start with this right here. Ayla McDowell played her best game as a Gamecock. She was sensational. She was special. She had an efficiency of 18. Ayla played 29 minutes in this basketball game. We know that, going to this basketball game, that Tanaya was questionable. She didn't play. Didn't dress. Before the game, it was announced that she would be out. We knew that Agot was going to be out. That happened yesterday. We knew she wasn't going to be in, when those injury reports came out. So we were starting again, in an uncomfortable situation, so to speak. Last time we played in a comfortable situation against Texas A&M, I didn't like the start. I didn't like the finish. I didn't like anything about it. But in this basketball game, it was definitely more at ease. Could it be because you got that bad juju out? Got that whole bad situation out of it? It could be. I like to think that Ayla in the starting lineup, playing 29 minutes, shot was on, balling, had 16 points, shot 6 for 12 in the field, was 4 for 8 from the 3-point line. I mean, was on target. 5 rebounds, 3 steals. She was all over the court. She was legitimately balling. You did not even miss Tessa Johnson in the second half. That's how well Ayla was playing. I guess we forget. I think that we just tend to forget that she was a top 15 overall recruit in the class of 2025. I saw a list today of the top 10 freshmen in the country. Now, in that list of the top 10 freshmen in the country, most of those, I ain't gonna say most, all of those freshmen are playing a substantial amount of minutes. I got it. Our team, you typically have to wait if you're a freshman on this basketball team, because there are other players that are better than you. Now, the players on the other list that I saw in terms of the top 10 players, and 95% of that list, they are the best player on their basketball team. That's not South Carolina. That's not how we roll. But Ayla was one of the best players on the Carolina roster. If she is able to do the things that she did on the court today, she was already shooting about 38% from three. Well, that's going to go up because she shot, 50% from three, 4 for 8. If she's able to do that on a consistent basis with the injuries that we have, because make no mistake about it, we got an injury problem on this basketball team. With Tessa Johnson being out, and now Tania Latson being out, and Agot McCurry being out, it can't. Let's be this right here. That is, if I don't know the severity of the injury with Tessa, don't know, but I tell you this right here. If it's a situation where Tessa is out for the substantial amount of time, that big lineup that we saw a whole lot tonight, where we had Alicia and Adhel and Madina at the same time, and you had two guards, first of all, that's scary. That's a scary situation for any basketball team trying to deal with that. But it just puts so much pressure on our guards because the numbers are dwindling. Tonight, it was special to see. So special to see. Ayla, shout out to you and the hard work that you put in. And when it was time to step up, you stepped up. And then in terms of our quote unquote best two basketball players tonight, overall, I would have to say with Joyce, combination of Joyce and Raven, they were unbelievable. But Ayla was just a little bit behind them. Joyce had an efficiency of 22. Raven had an efficiency of 21. Joyce is just continuing to show why she's one of the best players in the conference and one of the best basketball players in the country. She has been on a tear, and it's an efficient tear. She had 21 points in 24 minutes. She had 6 assists. Last basketball game, she had 4 or 5 assists. This basketball game, she had 6 assists. She is playing a more well-rounded basketball game with the injuries that has happened. Now, she only had 1 rebound. So, it is what it is. She only had 1 rebound, but everything else was terrific. She was special tonight. 22 efficiency, 21 points, 6 assists, and only 2 turnovers. She had an efficiency of assist to turnover ratio of 3-1. She's special, y'all. She is special. And Raven just did Raven things. I mean, Raven just continued to just put up crazy numbers at efficiency of 21, 10 points, 7 assists, 1 turnover, shot 5 for 9 for the field, 56%. She was special, man. Had 6 rebounds, 3 steals. She shows every single night why she's one of the best players in this conference as well. Those 2 players better be. Well, I already know. I ain't got to toot my horn on that right there. Joyce and Raven will be on first team, second team, SEC. They have to be. Joyce for sure. We know she will. Raven better give her flowers because she's been straight out balling this season. Those 2 players were terrific. So you had let's recapitulate, okay? Recapitulate. That's not even a word. Recapture. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Joyce Edwards had efficiency of 22. Ayla 18, Raven 21. It was a all-out effort. And then the last game, we had this whole conversation. We had this whole thing about our bigs not stepping up. Our bigs ain't doing this and that and third. And that was true. Can't say that about this game right here. Madina, she had a reason to go harder against a former team. It always happens. Seems like every time a team going against their former player goes against their former team, they have to play well. Madina played well. She had efficiency at 16. She had a double-double, and she had 10 points. 4 for 9 for the field, 44%. Shot another 3-pointer. Stop doing that. Defensively, had a defensive rating of 60.8. Amazing. 10 rebounds, 2 blocks, 1 steal. This is the Madina that we know and that we love. And this consistent Madina will help drive us to the Final Four. This is the effort. This is the what we need. This was 30 minutes of great basketball by Madina. This is what we need every time. But she wasn't the only one. She had an efficiency of 16. Is this what we are going to get from Alicia? Is this the effort? Is this the person that we're gonna get from her? 19 minutes, had an efficiency of 13, had 8 points, had 3 assists, 60% from the field, 3 rebounds, 1 block, had shot a 3-pointer. I mean, is this what we're gonna get, man? Because if this is what we're gonna get, sign me up. Sign me up. This is what I want to see from her. This was the most comfortable. Now she's still getting some fouls, but she's still trying to learn this game, this American game, this SEC game, this tough conference game. She's still trying to learn. But what was cool with her tonight, she had no turnovers. That's great. Matter of fact, our bigs overall, you had Madina with 2 turnovers. Alicia had 0. Adhel had 1. Maryam had 0. I mean, this is our bigs balled out tonight. They really did. Alicia balled. Adhel came in and got 3 rebounds. Had 8 points. This is what we want. If our bigs come in and perform. Now, we got a big challenge going against Tennessee. Big challenge to Tennessee on Sunday. But if we play up to our capability, we're going to do well, despite the numbers. Dawn Staley is mismatching these lineups like crazy. With players dropping like flies, you gotta have 2 bigs, 3 bigs, 4 bigs, whatever the case may be. Dawn is gonna figure out a way. I can make the case that Dawn, this is her best coaching job. With so many injuries and so many issues that's been going on with this season before the season even started. I can make that case. That is how special this team has been so far, and it's so awesome to see. Let's go through a few questions, y'all. And you know what's so dope about this right here? Because we got a lot of passionate fans, and we got a lot of folks who come on well before the game. And shout out to my man Chuck. Ladies looking good. Maddie's Minnie Mouse rocking the mic. Give us that energy. What's up, my guy? And I didn't even talk about Mouse. Maddie played well. She had an efficiency of 13. And Maddie had 10 points, 6 assists. She had an uncommon 4 turnovers, but she played well overall. 2 rebounds and a steal. Great defense. Maddie is special, man. Maddie's special. And I encourage everybody to like it, share, subscribe. Y'all know the drill. Sometimes I don't say it enough, but make sure y'all do all that stuff. David Langley said, I'm excited about Alicia and what she can do in the full season. I am as well. I'm very excited to see what she does and how this season really, sets the stage for next season. Because next season, I'm so excited about next season when you got, Chloe back. Alicia is going to be there. Potentially Watkins is going to be there. You got Jersey going to be there. Kelsey Andrews, Kaylee Wynn, Maddie. It's so many. Tessa, Joy. I mean, I can go on and on and on. I'm so excited about next season, but we got to get through this season first. We got to get through there. Chabela said the free throw guys are still smiling. It is so crazy that we are balling out now in conference play in terms of the free throw line. We weren't doing it non-conference. Imagine how that happens. Reef 14. Joyce Edwards scored her 1,000th point, top 5 in all-time fastest player in South Carolina history to do so in 64 games. Congratulations, Joyce. She is a bucket getter, and she does it in a very efficient way. She doesn't take a bunch of shots. They are efficient shots. If Joyce was to take 20 shots like some of these other so-called all-American basketball players, Joyce Edwards would be averaging about 35 points. Let's keep it real. She averaged like 12 shots per basketball game. She's not shooting 20, 21 shots like some people are doing and shooting 35%. She is shooting 60% off 12 shots and still getting you 20. That's called efficiency, y'all. That's why she, 20, that efficiency, that ability allows her to be number 3 in the conference in scoring and while not taking a bunch of shots. It also allows her to be number 3 in field goal percentage. She's so special. She don't have to do a whole lot of it's a lot about sharing the ball. And tonight, where so many people balled out, It's like everybody gets a chance in this lineup. You don't have players who are taking 20 shots. You don't have that. Not on this basketball team. Share the ball, pass the ball, get the most efficient shot. I guess you can do that when you got 8 All-Americans, right? I guess you can do that. So many comments. We've said I like to see the zones. Joyce switching off from the 4-3 when other bigs came in. I'll do as well. You put Joyce Edwards at 6'3", you have Madina at 6'6", you have Alicia at 6'7", or Adhel at 6'5", or 6'5", 6'6", however you want to say it. You're gonna get some good stuff. You're gonna get more rebounding. You're gonna get more size. You get more quickness. Let's be real. There are no threes that can guard Joyce Edwards. She'll body you in the paint. She can jump over you. She'll rebound over you. She's gonna score the ball. So that's just another situation, another tool in the toolbox, if you will, for Dawn Staley. It's so great to see. It's so much fun watching. With all the injuries and just mixed in. Now we're down, we was down to 8 players. We were legitimately down to 8 players on this basketball team in the second half. Now, going against Tennessee, we need more than 8 players. Tennessee, the pace that they run, top 10 pace, and how they switch off 5 players every, that's what Tennessee does anyway. They switch off about every 2 or 3 minutes, bringing in this 5 and next 5 and all 5s and all this mess they be doing. I think South Carolina will be fine, though. Ernest Brand said, okay, Cap, looking real good. The bigs bass the ball. Arterial passing, rebounding was natural championship level. Go Gamecocks, go. Brother, you are absolutely right. Our bigs pass the ball well. They are, with Joyce having 6 assists, Raymond, come on. Come on. Everybody's passing. The Brit is it's really infectious. It's really infectious when they do that. It's really infectious when they share the ball, so everybody gets a chance to score. Everybody gets a chance to bite at the apple. Everybody gets a chance to nibble on the pig feet. That's what you want to do. Everybody wants a piece of the cornbread. That's what you want. If I'm getting all the cornbread and you're not getting some of the cornbread, it's a problem. Because I'm a talented basketball player too. But you come to South Carolina, everybody gets a piece of the cornbread. Yeah, great comments and dope that shouting out, with Tessa. She's been playing so well, and she was gonna have a good game today too. She was gonna have a good game, but that kind of stunted her growth. It really did. But Ayla ball out, and you got another shooter, another confident shooter who's gonna be needed. We might need her to play 24, 25, 30 minutes against Tennessee on Sunday. We're going to need that. We might need that in LSU in an uncomfortable situation. The damn Rams say, hey, Cap, this was a good old-fashioned woodshed game because we took them out to the woodshed for some belt to ass. You're absolutely right. And this is the thing, yo. Mississippi State was 34th ranked in the net. They're a good basketball team. They will be in the tournament more than likely. They just got whooped. South Carolina had a lot to do with that whooping. Oh my God. Royal Perspective 7579. I'm not high on this game. South Carolina was supposed to take care of business. I beg to differ. Because when you lose 2 starters, you don't know what you're going to get. South Carolina would have got Maker and tonight. Latson are supposed to do this, against a good Mississippi State team. It's I don't think we can continue to just think that we just roll the ball out and we're just going to play well when players who have not been playing with that in roles where they are supposed to play 30 minutes and ball out. Ayla, this game by Ayla, 29 minutes in this basketball game. And then after Tessa went nuclear and continued to play basketball. I love this win. I really do. I like when this is a game because especially after the lackluster performance versus Texas A&M, where Mississippi State is a much better team than Texas A&M. Let's be real. I like the wins when you are down multiple players, okay, and you still find a way to destroy a basketball team. Destroy. This win at Mississippi State helps our net ranking, okay? This is versus a quadrant. This is a quadrant 1 win. Those things matter. The margin of victory, those things matter. Those things are so dope, you know? So you have to acknowledge those things. You really do. You have to call a spade, and because if we did not play well, if Ayla did not play well, if Madina didn't play well, if all those players did not play well, and Mississippi State kept this game close, which I thought this game was going to be much closer, then we'd be having a whole different conversation. Corner Parker, 1770. First of all, thank you for the tip. I really do appreciate it. Allie is really getting into her groove. By tournament time, she'll be a big time contributor for the basketball team. You are so right. You're so right. And even if she's not a big time contributor in tournament, she will be next year, and she will be in the year after that. Those are such the key things about this cool basketball team. It's so crazy, man. It's so crazy. Adam Ritter, thank you, brother. Thank you. The family is better. My baby is better. Y'all remember I got 3 daughters. I have 3 daughters and love all of them. 5 kids. Come on, y'all. 5 babies and 9 grandkids. Yisha Williams, glad your daughter's on the path to recovery. I am as well. You know, we have to, us as parents, you know, we have to step in and do what you have to do, even when our kids are grown, because it's still our kids, you know. So any of our kids get sick, and I mean, really, really sick, not just a sniffle or something, but anytime our kids get really sick, you know, we are really there and really there to contribute and do whatever the hell we can, you know. So thank you, y'all. Roy perspective, positive. Adele made close layups. She had a little moxie to her tonight. Let's be real. She had a little thing going on. So I was happy for Adele and what she was doing. Maddie looked aggressive. She really did. Jemima 61 GG. I'm glad to hear you have a different tone today, Captain Will. We did this with our 3 players. I did. I do have a different tone. Y'all, if y'all know me, especially been rocking me for 3.5 years, you know I am emotional. If you saw me on TV, you know for sure I'm emotional. So sometimes the emotion get to me sometimes, but that's me, and y'all deal with it. But our girls played well. Our girls played well tonight, and I want them to play well on Sunday. But I also want to call a spade a spade. If our girls ain't playing well, I'm going to let you know they ain't playing well. And I love these girls probably any more than anybody in this world, you know. But thank you, Jemima, 61 GG. And yeah, different tone. Gotta cut those fouls. Yeah, you gotta cut those fouls. We're talking about Alicia. She gotta cut those fouls and calm it down some. Gotta calm it down some but I think just continuing to play at the level that she's playing down, which is much different than international play. SEC is a different beast. There's some grown ass women out here, and it's tougher, is more physical. But she has a skill set. She can shoot the ball. Let's start with that. She can shoot the ball. She can play defense. She can pass the ball. She runs like a gazelle. She's very athletic. She's smart. She has all the acumen. She has that it factor that obviously is allowing her to be on the court after being on campus for a month, okay? Which is a little different. And she's needed, so to speak, but I think she's just scratching the surface on what she can be as a South Carolina Gamecock and what she can be in the future. I really think that she's going to be really, really good for the South Carolina women's basketball team. Yeah, Mississippi State was not there tonight. They did not show up. They got a great coach. They're one of the best rebounding basketball teams. They are pretty efficient. They show up. And then you don't show up against South Carolina, you will get embarrassed. And that's what happened. It is a long flight home to Mississippi. It is long. Oh, my goodness. It's gonna be tough in that film study tomorrow. Really are. Really, Rafe said the Fams are hard to play against too. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And then watching on television and hearing, I mean, the fans, they were lit. Were lit. It was awesome, man. Javon Jones said South is going to LSU, belt the ass. Can't wait for February 14th. I can't wait for it either. And what's up, brother? Make sure you check out my show talking about LSU in Texas tomorrow. LSU in Texas. Don't worry about South Carolina. Y'all got worry. You got to worry about Texas. Worry about Texas. The Texas might whoop y'all tonight. Might whoop y'all today. But I can't wait for February 14th. Real talk. I'm gonna be on a LSU radio station. I think it's on Monday. Hit me up. It's gonna be an LSU. I think it's on Monday afternoon sometime. An LSU radio station because they want the South Carolina perspective going against LSU. So I'm gonna give them that perspective. I'm gonna give them that. Be careful what you ask for. Be careful what you ask for on the radio. I won't get canceled though. I won't get canceled. But be careful what you ask for. Jasmine Tamale 754. You said Mississippi State was a great basketball team like 20 times your last video. LOL. I'm gonna need y'all to stop panic every time we have a bad game. Yo, Mississippi, and thank you for the comment too, Jasmine. Mississippi State is a very good basketball team. Mississippi State is ranked in the top 40 in the net ranking. Mississippi State also is predicted to go into the NCAA tournament, be an 8th seed. What South Carolina did versus a very good Mississippi State basketball team is whoop them. Okay, so don't diminish a basketball team from not being very good, because we whooped them. Okay, because last time there have been times throughout the season where our offense has been very inconsistent. All right, tonight everything was popping, everything was hidden offensively and defensively. Mississippi State was horrible putting the ball in the basket. Now, what I will always say this when it comes to me. If you are very good, I will let you know. The team is very good. Mississippi State is very good. We playing a very good team in Tennessee on Sunday. So every game, if you have that juice, I'm gonna let you know about that. But it just meant that makes it even more awesome of what we did tonight versus this Mississippi State basketball team. But there ain't no shade. They still a good basketball team. They still probably going to the NCAA tournament. It just South Carolina played A+ basketball tonight with 2 starters down. Would it happen on Sunday? I don't know. I don't know how we're going to play out on Sunday. I know the style of play that Tennessee plays kind of relegates to the numbers that we have, because Tennessee going to play 10, 12 players. We might only have 8. Tennessee is going to play a top 10 pace. We will not, because we don't have the bodies. If we get in foul trouble, which was not even a issue tonight, it might be a different situation. But Mississippi State is good, and that just makes us, and especially in this victory tonight, even sweeter. It makes my Chardonnay taste even better because of the victory we had. Because like I said earlier, this is a victory that increases our net ranking. This is a victory that makes me smile. This is a victory versus a good basketball team where the offense was clicking despite being down 3 starters. 3 starters on this team. We better celebrate. Better celebrate. So proud of the girls. Lots of great comments in reference to that. Cap, get rid of that Javon guy. Javon, I give Javon more latitude than I do most, because Javon has been following me for quite a while. So I give him some latitude, but Javon always, for sure, keep it classy. Keep it classy now. You're a visitor. You're a visitor to this platform. So if enough people say get rid of you, I will. But I like you. So just relax. All right, bro. LeJune got oils. Dawn feeling better, y'all. She coached her butt off. She took away Mississippi State driving to the basket, 3-point shooting team, shooting and rebounds. They're 3 best stats. For real. I agree with all that stuff, man. They Dawn did a masterclass. The coaching staff did a masterclass. I know Dawn gets all the credit, with the coaching stuff, but her coaching staff is straight up amazing. And they have been doing so well this year, dealing with the injuries, dealing with the suspensions, dealing with, trying to take away, every coach tried to take away tendencies and take away the strengths of a basketball team. But in a game like tonight, it was check, 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 just like how you stated. So great. So great. Ayla can be a great two-way player. Ayla can be a great, I don't like to say two-way player because everybody should be playing two ways. Everybody should play offense. Everybody should play defense. And so that's the cool thing about it. If you commit to South Carolina, you are legitimately committing to play defense. Sometimes we don't get certain recruits to this basketball team. Like, yeah, why we didn't get such and such? Why didn't we get that player right there? And the reason why, because that player don't want to play no defense. That player don't want to play team ball. That player don't want to conform to what's going on with the culture of this basketball team. But when you're dealing with players like Ayla McDowell, who played for the Brazilian national team, I don't know if we even talk about it enough, played for the Brazilian national team, played against WNBA players this summer. Those things matter. Those things really do matter. I think Ayla McDowell could be special. I mean, coming into a 5-star recruit, top 15 player in the country, she has all the buzzwords to be great. Now, you have players who don't end up being great. You do. You have certain players who don't end up being great and don't live up to that, high ranking. I believe she will. I think we are set up so great over the next 2 to 3 years because you're going to have Ayla, who's going to be a sophomore next year. Agot, who has been balling. She's just been out of the roster for multiple times this season. You're going to have Jersey Robinson, who's going to be terrific. Jersey will get about 20, 25 minutes next season. She's going to be balling. Tessa, Joyce, Maddy. Can I go on and on and on? This team is going to be so nice next year. So nice. Lots of what's the thing I'm trying to say? Lots of comments about Alicia and how well she looked tonight. And could this be a moment? Could it be an opportunity for her to get more minutes? I think for sure Alicia gets more minutes after this basketball game. I think that you're going to see more for sure on Tennessee versus Tennessee. You're going to see more of the big lineup. You have to, regardless of the injury with Tessa. If Tessa's out, for sure, you're going to see a lot of big lineup because then we only got like 3 guards then, so you can't. You're going to see a whole lot of Raven and Ayla and Maddy. Just rotating them, and then we'll go back into today's Thursday night. They won't play the Sunday. Probably on Saturday, you're gonna hear, oh well, I got practice, Tanaya practice, and got a knee brace on, and then hopefully they'll play. I see the Texas and LSU game just started. We're gonna go about another 6 minutes, go through a few more questions, then we're gonna tap out and do this whole thing again tomorrow. Again, thank y'all for hanging out with you, man. I really do. And talking about our team before we look at other teams, because it's all about us and what we do. And teams trying to comment and be like us. Well, I will say this about our basketball team tonight and the coaching staff. We didn't blink. This basketball team did not blink whatsoever. Got better. It seemed like every time after a loss or after some type of, when you play good type situation, the team comes out and just plays amazing. Because everybody know we ain't play good against Texas A&M. Everybody know we ain't play good, and everybody know that we was down 2 starters. Because I kept saying it over and over and over again. I was talking about it as well. and play so well. Now, playing against Tennessee, you got to keep that same energy. Got to keep that same energy. Got to keep that same fervor. Got to keep that same juice. Playing at home. The crowd going to be lit. Crowd going to be amazing. But we got to take over that arena and make Tennessee feel uncomfortable and send them back to the crib. Because we can't look past games. We playing 4 out of the next 5 basketball games are against teams that are ranked. So it don't get any easier. No easier. So we got to continue to play well. We got to do great. We got to be focusing and be consistent. And that starts on Sunday. It really does. Can't look past and say, what we're going to do against LSU on next Saturday. That don't matter. The only thing the game that matters right now at this point is on Sunday and beating a good Tennessee basketball team. With that being said, this concludes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I am your man, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, and make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I continue to bring that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your man, Captain Will. Let's go.